Okay, so here is our very first at-home science experiment. The things that you're going to need for this experiment are 2 plastic containers that you can see through. If you can't see through the containers, it will be hard to do the experiment. A marker, a piece of tape, a plate or a bowl, hot water, and cold water. So the question is, which do you think will freeze faster, hot water or cold water? Or do you think that they'll freeze at the same time? Or do you think that neither of them will freeze at all? This is how you're going to set up the experiment. First, you're going to download the Google page that I've attached that has a sheet that you can record your findings on. If you can print it, you could print it. If you can't print it, you can just make a copy of it and use it on Google Slides. The next thing that you're going to do is get all of your stuff together, and then you can start the experiment. So I'm going to start the experiment right now. The first thing I need to do is mark off which one is going to be the hot water. So I'm going to take a piece of tape. I'm going to stick it on one of the containers. And where the tape is, I'm going to write the letter H for hot. And since the other one is cold, I don't need to really mark it because I know that this one is going to be the hot one. The next thing I'm going to do is pour the exact same amounts of water of both hot and cold into the different containers. So I'm going to start with cold because I already measured exactly 1/2 cup of water. Now your amount of water might be different, but I suggest doing a 1/2 cup. So I've measured exactly 1/2 cup of cold, so I'm not going to put it in the hot one. I'm going to put it in the unmarked one, which will be cold. So I'm going to pour that in there. Make sure I get all the water in there. Then I'm going to measure exactly 1/2 cup of hot water. You are going to need a parent to help you do this. I put this on the kettle, so it was really hot when I took it off. The hotter your water is, the better, but be careful and make sure you have an adult to help you with this part. So I'm going to measure exactly 1/2 cup. I got to find my 1/2 cup measuring on here. There it is. All right, so I've got exactly 1/2 cup measured in there. Now I'm going to put that into my hot water container. Make sure I get it all in there. Then I'm going to compare my 2 containers to make sure that they're exactly the same and that I didn't mismeasure them. Get down low, look at it from this angle. If I look at it from up here, I can't really tell the measurements. So I'm going to get low. And yep, they are exactly the same. So then I'm going to put them onto this plate so that, I don't know, for some reason there's any dripping, it won't drip on your freezer. I'm going to take this and put it into my freezer, and then I'm going to check it about every 15 minutes and make observations. Now your observations can be, is it a liquid, which this is a liquid right now? Is it liquid and solid, meaning some of it is liquid, but also some of it is starting to freeze, so you can see ice forming? Or is it completely frozen solid? And that would mean that all of the water has turned into ice. Now the reason that I'm using this clear container is so that I can see into the water to see if ice crystals are forming deep inside. If I used a plastic container that wasn't see-through, I wouldn't be able to see those things happening. Make your observations every 15 minutes, and when both of them are frozen completely solid, the experiment is done, and you can post your results on the next page. Have fun. Okay, bye-bye.